Hello, this is David Jenkins, La Plata Town Council member from Ward 4. I will be your host for this podcast, providing updates about the La Plata Town Council meetings, issues we discuss, and those issues affecting you as residents, and other related activities and issues. You can also follow me on my Facebook page, D. Jenkins, LP Town Council Ward 4. Please note the Town Council has work sessions each month on the second and third Tuesday, with our business meeting on the fourth Tuesday. All meetings start at 6 p.m. using the Microsoft Teams platform. Meeting agendas can be accessed through our town website, and all meetings are recorded. So now let's get started with our latest update. Hi, and welcome again to this latest episode of La Plata Ward 4 Update Podcast. This is David Jenkins, La Plata Town Council member from Ward 4, and your host for this podcast, and my companion La Plata Ward 4 video update, which is posted on YouTube. This episode is about an update to our FY25 budget process. I'll provide a link in the notes to this episode. As you may recall, the budget process started at our January 30th, 2024 Town Council meeting, where the Town Treasurer presented an update or status of our current FY24 budget. Please note that the Council receives a monthly budget report from the Treasurer, which is typically provided at the Council's fourth or last Tuesday of the month meeting. I'll provide a link to this information as well in the podcast notes. Now, after her presentation, this was then the department directors then provided their respective mission and function, their FY or current FY24 budget accomplishments, planned activities for the remainder of the fiscal 24 budget, which ends June 30th, 2024, and then their FY25 priorities and budget challenges for next year's budget. In February, all department directors submitted their respective proposed budgets to the town manager and treasurer for their review and then alignment with our town priorities, strategic plan, and available fiscal resources. A draft FY25 operating budget was then forwarded to the Town Council in late March. At our March 26th meeting, we reviewed not only this draft budget, but also our priorities, along with our own questions and comments regarding this initial draft of the operating budget. So then prior to our last week's April 9th meeting, the Council were provided a survey where we were asked to identify our top 10 budget priorities out of a list of 20. Again, at our April 9th meeting last week, a revised draft operating budget was then presented again for our review. This revision included removal of the 3.79 cost of living adjustment, or COLA, and an upward adjustment of additional revenues from the state. However, even after those revisions, there's currently still in the draft operating budget, there is still a deficit in the operating budget of approximately $54,100 and a deficit in our capital improvement program of $1.1 million. Now, during this discussion, the treasurer did explain to us some additional issues and complications from our evaluation, her evaluation of the survey about our priorities. The Council then asked that we be provided a further revision to the budget, which would include a composite of the 11 top budget priorities from each individual council members, again, based upon the survey. That will allow us to look at different what-if analysis or scenarios based upon what budget priorities are included in the budget, particularly the capital improvement budget. And so we did, then we delayed any additional discussion, and then we'll be talking about this again at our next meeting, which is April the 16th, 2024. And so I'll provide that link to the upcoming meeting, which was just released as I speak now. But also note that the additional review of the budget could include such revisions as additional budget cuts, adjustments to our revenue sources, perhaps, and as well as removal or phasing of capital improvement projects from the capital improvement budget. And also, please note that for every 1% increase in the tax rate, there is 164,000 additional revenue that is generated by this any 1% increase in the tax rate. So, as a result of this delay in our review, our budget review calendar will then be amended, pushing the remaining town council budget work sessions back another week. And this will also include slight changes to the anticipated and required 2 public hearings. And please note that we are required that there will be a public notice published in the paper about these 2 budget public hearings. And so therefore they are required, and those dates will also be revised. And any additional publication of those dates will also reflect this change in the dates. So I just wanted to get back to you with a very brief update to our budget process. It has been difficult, and we still have much work to do. So in conclusion, my asks are, again, please, if you have the opportunity, review the 2025 proposed budget. I'd ask you to attend our council meetings, and you can do this in person or virtually using the Microsoft Teams link, or you can watch it after the fact on YouTube as each meeting is recorded. And as always, please email me with any questions or comments at djenkins@townoftheplata.org. Thanks again for listening and your interest and engagement with your town. This concludes the latest La Plata Town Council Ward 4 update. I hope you find this podcast informative and useful. So let me know what you think. I look forward to speaking to you again and listening to your questions and concerns. To reach me, my email address is djenkins@townoftheplata.org, or my cell phone number is 301-263-3471. Thanks for listening. Talk to you soon.